Hi everyone. Right, do you want to make sure that's in and everybody can see? Yep. Now, like I said the other day on the other video, Raymond's going to be getting me the suitcases down and the boxes down. When I make tutorials, when I create them and film them for you, I end up with tons of things. Absolutely loads. And I don't need them because I keep what I want for display and the rest of it can go. So what I'm going to do is to just be putting them up for sale. I've got about, I don't know, 2 big suitcases and a big chest, and just over the years, I've been doing this for 8 years on YouTube, and you accumulate a lot. I give away a lot, I sell a lot, I donate a lot, and I still keep a lot because I craft more than you think. I know I don't film every day, but I'm constantly at something, trying something out and seeing what works, what doesn't work, etc. So, yeah. So what I'm going to be doing is sorting that out. Now, I just thought, well, after doing the butterfly yesterday, I thought to myself, do you know what, Fee? You can do a little bit better than that, because when I look back on the video, it wasn't that clever. And so what I've done is I've got my scrap box. Where's my other scrap box? Let me just get my scrap box. Come here, scrap box. And I do have some little, I mean, we do have these for sale. These. And they're really handy to enhance. So I'm just going to try and do that. Let's have a look. That's too big. We don't want that. I mean, I've got all kinds of things that I can play around with, but I just, you know what it's like. Let me just get my other box. Well, you know, it's something oh, that'll do. See, look, I've just got a piece of that. Let's just straighten that off. I think we'll do, yeah, let's do that much. So we'll cut that the same so they match. I know it's already gathered, but Fifi does her magic and she'll do it again. Let me get my needle and thread. There we go. We just need to gather it again, because these are just ways you can enhance your little appliques and bits and bobs, as you do. I'm just doing a broad stitch. Hope you can see this. Broad stitch down the middle of the section. Yeah, that'll do. Anyway, pull that. Stitch it off. That'll do that one. Let me knot this again. I'm going to do the same job on this one. It's like having half a flower. So I'm just sharing with you how to enhance some things. Go. Doesn't matter if they're not quite as long as each other, or because you can always pull them in with your when you glue them. See, so I've got 2 frilly little bits like that. See. So all I'm going to do now, pop a little bit of glue on it. Maybe better gluing the butterfly itself, but try and make it so that it's not bent so much when it's glued on. That's it, like that. These are simple, easy, but effective ways to enhance something. Again, we're going to pull that in like so. And that, you could put a flower on it, yes, by all means, but I'm just trying to show you what you can do with your laces, basically. Like that. And then I could add into that a nice... oh, now look at that. It just shows you, doesn't it, what a little thing can do. That just made that butterfly pop. Isn't that pretty? Now, let me just get another one and show you. So we've gone from being a plain butterfly into something really elegant and pretty. Quick as that. And what I can do, which I'm going to do, is when I can find my little... here's my little jar. Hang on. Just to enhance it a little bit more, is take one of my bling bits and right on the end, might put one on both ends actually, I'm not sure yet, let's just have a look, a fairly large, look, isn't that pretty, bling. And then what I'm going to do is see if I can get two the same. Yep. One there and one there, like that. Oops, come here little bugger. Slippery little devils, aren't they? Like that. Now I could have used one of these. That would have been nice down the middle, but if you wanted it all blinged up. And like I say, get yourself a little jar. Mine's a paste jar. And over the years, as I dismantle jewellery, all the odd ones or anything that I buy, like if it's car boot jewellery, all the little diamantes that's left in the bottom of it that usually come off something, you've got them there and you can always fix something if you've got a stone or two missing. Like that. Look at that. From that to that. That's pretty, isn't it? So I might use that now. I'm going to put that up there. I'm going to do another one, I think. But not using the sewing machine, sewing thread. Let's just have a look, see what we have got. Now, let me just see. Do you know what? I'm going to use another one because this is something else you can do. I've got that, and I did have somewhere... I don't know what I did with it. Tra-la-la-la-la. Somewhere. Just bear with me because I've just changed everything around. Oh, here. Oh no, that's not that. Oh, I could use them. Do you remember those from yesterday? Let me just have a look. Here it is. See this one? The paper ones. See, like that. They had like little tabs on them that have dried. I've not used them in a long while. These kind of butterflies. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue down the centre there. Glue these two back together. Take off, without making a mess, a little wooden bit from the middle. Find an, oh look, I've got a slimmer one. Is that too big? Yes. Let's find a much smaller one. Oh look, I've got this one. Or that one maybe. That one I think. Yeah, that one. So we're just going to dab a bit of glue on that. Pop that on. That's pretty. Pretty, pretty. Okie dokie. Let's pull this up, mate. Okay, oh, go on, get off. There we go. So, what we're going to do... I've just forgotten. No. I was going to do that, wasn't I? I could do it just like that. But I think what I'm going to do is to dismantle this. Just going to take the flower off. See, the thing is, the great thing about, especially if you make your own as well, the great thing about these sort of things, because these are all handmade, you can dismantle them. Don't put too much glue on things, because sometimes they don't come undone, but I like to dismantle mine. Now, this is just slightly puckering for me, so the way to stop that is to snip. Just to snip it. It just didn't quite have enough in the fold, in the gather. So if you just snip the ends, it stops the lace from puckering. Like that. So now it lays flat. So I'm going to glue the back. So you just glue the back. Now, shift this out of the way. Pop that in the centre. Could have used just the central one, but no, layer it, why not? And then I'm going to pop that. Take the tab off it and pop that underneath. Sorry, on top. And all the while, what you're doing is enhancing what you've got. So we've got that to this. And they're so, now I could use that one now. Well, do you know what? Why waste not, want not? That's one of my mottos. We could just pop that in the centre like that. And I've ended up with 3 totally different butterflies. So you just play around. Play. Oh, it's what it's about. Okay. So now all those can be used on projects. Excuse me. Now, let's have a look, see what else we've got. Do you know what? I wanted to do something with this for a while. I wanted to do, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about, we'll do 7 because I want to tuck it under. An average. Excuse me. Oh my God. I think I've come down with another cold, you know. Now, you see we've got this lace. We do this in the shop. And I know it's already got a strip on it, but what I want to do is to... Do I want to do it like that? Let me see. No. No. But this one I'm going to do. Aha, here we go. I've got some... See? Now I'm going to make this into a... Oh, excuse me. I'm going to cut that down actually because I don't think I'm going to need that much. Never do a thingy wider than that. This can go on the bottom of your, you know, plaques and things like that. So what I'm going to do is just glue this. Right. Oops, nearly got the wrong one then. Make sure you get the right one. Into the centre, like that. Hope you're seeing this. I'm not going to bother about the ends because I'm not sure how far. I just glue it down a little bit. If my... just in case my... tag or, you know, anything that I'm going to use, just in case that is slightly different in size, then obviously I need a little bit of give to tuck underneath, you know, like the width of a plaque. Right, so I've got that. Now what can we do? We've enhanced that a little bit, haven't we? We could have put some oh, what do they call them? Pearly beads on it, but we can still do that. So, let's have a look. Now, I'm going to use pink pearl. See if I can get 2 the same size. Maybe, maybe not. Are they the same? Different colours. That no good? But I have got the flat pearl, so let's have a look. Oh, look, we've got the flat pearl. I think we'll do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put... Sorry, I'm going to have to change my glue gun again, glue stick. Again. We're just going to put a little bit of glue down the sides. And then we're using the opposite colour pink. It's not the opposite colour. We're using the pink. To go down the side. So you don't have to be a professional or crafter or anything like that, because you do what you want. And if you like it, good. And then I'm going to turn that around. We're going to do the same down the other side. Let's have a look. Yeah. So I'll just put that down there. You always use your fingers to help yourself along, stretch it. So don't worry about the ends, because obviously you don't know, and you can always trim it, pull this back, trim it back. Now, so we've got that. So we've gone from that to that. And then you think, oh, well, what else can I do? Well, I've got some little tiny, and we've got these for sale in the shop, these. Oh, and you should see the stuff that's coming in. Oh my God. And we've got those coming back in. Now, what I'm going to do is to start in the middle. Always start in the middle if you can. And just... Now, that could be down the spine of a book. You know, if you've made a book, you could put that down the spine of a book. So I'm probably going to go halfway, let me move that up a little bit there, halfway between there, and then I'm not going to put one on the end. And there. It doesn't matter, it's not spot on. That's not bad. Don't think I'm going to put any more than 3 on. But then look, these are just flat flowers. And I was thinking to myself, well, what else could I do? Right, well, the trim that I've just used, this little pink trim, I can go 1, here we go. You just take that, take your glue, make sure it's in the... Sorry, I can't see what I've got a... That's it, in there. I just didn't want to knock the table, but hey ho, I'm always doing it. Now, it doesn't take long to make something totally different and, you know, to alter something. What I tend to do is, because I'll show you in a minute, I did start and show you the other day. Okay, now look how pretty that is. I have these tubs with acrylics in. Oh, I could have used them gems, forgot about them, look. Never mind. Well, we could use them as well. I'm going to show you what I mean. In between there. Oh yes, now that's giving it the elegant look. Yes, definitely. Oh, beautiful, look at that. And I might go ahead and just put one here. Yeah, I think I will. I can still, if I use it on a tag or something, I can still tuck the end in. Yes. But this is how we alter things, you see. So it's gone from that to that, with just a few bits and pieces. But like I say, acrylics, you know, let's have a look, beaded string. Get yourself some pots, keep them on your desk so that you can play around, because that's, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Right, so I won't waste that because that might come in handy somewhere. You see, with this, let me just show you. So even with a little bit of material like that, I'm using a silk thread. And then what you do is start at the bottom section. And it is, you know, a pretty lace. And I bet you're all going, I know what she's making. I know what she's making. Right, just pull that in as far as you can. I don't want to snap it, you see, but I do want to make sure that I get it right. Right, so we've got that, like that. And then we put that back through there, like that. There we go. Now I've left a little bit of a tail on that, and I'll tell you why. Dobber glue on the thread and glue that down like that. Okay. Now if I'm not happy with it, which I'm not totally happy, I can chop a little bit off like that. Right, just a minute. Here we are. There's my other dish. My, you know, with these little stamen, but they're just long enough, these little things, to cut. Which way should we have them? We'll have them like that, I think. So we just pop those in there, like that. Like that. And then what we can do is, let me just see, we got a, yeah. So even the smallest amount of lace can be used up. And if you're not happy with the flat bit at the back, dobber glue both sides and glue it down. Like that. And there you go. You've got yourself a really nice butterfly. See, we don't waste anything. Fifi, not waste nothing. And I'd rather have that tiny little wee thing than have nothing at all. Now, you can do it with anything. I can make that into butterflies. But like I say, it's just not to waste anything and to alter them if you can. Now, let's have a look. See what else we've got. Like these. See, we've just got some of these. They're just scrap bits. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, we don't know how many we'll need. Now, let's have a look. So, like, when I've cut the doilies out and all the appliques and things like that, I've ended up with bits like that. But I didn't actually do those. Tatty did those for me. Thanks, Tatty. Okay, let's have a look. So, cut myself a circle. What I'm going to do is chop that off. I'll cut it across, actually. Where's my other scissors? Hoi. I'm going to double glue on there. And pinch. Like that. Right, let's do, oops, come here. You can clog the channel, you know, the, on here, this channel can get clogged, so I don't know what's wrong. And the one that I use is Rapid. You know, some of the pictures of these women that have gone feminist, the feminist women, and I really, I saw some that there was a video that showed several pictures of these absolutely stunning girls. They were beautiful long hair, beautiful complexions, you know, really bonny girls, the girls that men used to whistle at and want to date. And then it showed you the picture how they look now because they've turned to a feminist. And oh my God, there were skinheads, there were tattooed all over, there were all sorts, you know. They're taking it too far. Sorry, but that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it, and it's a free country. Not that ours is that much free these days. But yeah, it's really bad how they've turned out. I like that. I don't know, I should have put that there. That's it. Unfortunately, as we all know, it happens. You know, we wanted our rights, we got them, but we don't have to make the men feel inadequate, which you are doing. I'm sorry, you are. I've spoke to men, you know, asked them what they feel about women today, and they just said, well, they feel absolutely useless. The women don't even want them to open the door for them anymore, and I'm going, and I keep telling them and reassuring them, but they do. You know, I am outspoken, pull no punches, I don't take no shit from nobody, but I like my husband to be a man and treat me as a woman. The men today don't know. They really don't know what to do. They're too frightened to do anything. And you're killing them. You feminists, you're killing the men. And there's no need for it. You can have everything. I've got my independence. I've got my freedom. I've got anything I want. I can do what I want, when I want, where I want, how I want. And my husband supports me 100%, right? You don't need to be a feminist. to, you know, start dressing like a man and, oh, not man, but you know what I mean? They just change. They're awful. Yes, I've got everything and I can do everything that I want to do, and my husband's supportive. But when I say that, he's still a gentleman and I still want him to open the door for me. I still want him to pay for a meal. I just think they've took it way, way, way too far, and they have. They really have. And they're killing what a man should be. And it's all right then, well, who said he should be? I watched a video the other day, you know, and there were two girls. It's not just political correctness. There was two girls. One girl she was on a train in America, and a policeman got on the train, or he happened to walk through the train. Not sure if that's that his job was, to make sure everything's okay on the train. And he came across this girl who had a foot or feet on the another seat to the one she sat on. And he asked her to take her feet down. And she went, no. And he asked her to do it. And he continually asked her to do it. I wouldn't have given her a second chance, me. And she called him for everything. She started swearing and whatever. So he said, well, you have to get off the train. And she went, why? What have I done? And he said, you've put your feet on the seat. And she went, but it's not hurting anybody. And she couldn't get it. It wasn't her property to do that. It was abusing somebody else's property. And so he went to get her off the train. And then, of course, this young lad was filming. He's going, oh, God, there's no need for that. Oh, it sounded like a right bloody woman bitch. Because he was. He didn't sound manly at all. Oh, officer, what you doing? Oh, officer this, oh, officer that. And then this tall girl got off and started calling the policeman for everything under the sun, effing and blinding at him. She resisted arrest. She wasn't getting arrested, but she resisted being taken off the train. So she clung to the bars so that he couldn't get her off. And all he'd done was asked her to do take her feet off, which was a respectable thing to do. It does say in the sorry, just let me get my it did say in the rules that the train station has up, do not put your feet on the seats. Now, you've got to remember, when you put a dirty boot, shoe, whatever you're wearing, onto a seat, and somebody else wants to sit on that seat, they could get dirt on their clothes. And if you've got somebody with well, it doesn't matter whether it's an expensive suit or a cheap one. If somebody does that, it's not very nice. And there are rules and regulations that you have to follow. And she wouldn't. She just would not do it. Hopefully this will work. I'm just going to pull this in. She wouldn't follow the rules. So then when she was effing and blinding, have a go at him outside the train, once he got her off, her mate, the girl with her, or stood by her, who was bigger than the police officer, she started, but she spat in his face. How disrespectful is that? And he told her to keep out of it, nothing to do with her. It wasn't anything, you know, he wasn't having a go at her. And he did keep calm, and he did I'd have killed her. I'm sorry. I would have bloody killed her. She was totally out of line. Both of them were. And when she spat in my face, I'm sorry, I'd have spat back. I would have spat back and just... The thing is, today, they're taking everything too far. The kids think, oh, you can't tell me off. You can't look at me funny. You can't do this. You can't do that. Well, they want a good hiding. I'm sorry, they do. They want putting in the place and want a good hiding because they've no respect for themselves. They've no respect for the peers. They've no respect for their elders. They've no respect for property. They're totally self-obsessed. And they're ruining themselves, not just what's around them. There's no respect. This hasn't worked. I'm going to have to go back. No respect whatsoever for anything. And it's so, so wrong. Right, we're going to have to do this a different way. No, wait a minute. If I can just get that. Oh, I'm going to have to glue it in. I'm going to have to glue it in. Never mind. I'm just going to glue it in place. Okay, we'll just glue it in place. Not fussed. Yeah, they've got no respect for themselves, and I'm sorry. If that was my child, teenager or not, disrespecting the law, so not only was she disrespecting the law that the train station had in place regarding their property, but she disregarded the law by the police officer. She was totally out of order. And I would have slapped her stupid if that was my daughter. And if she'd have definitely... I don't think they'd do it in front of your parents. Well, some do, because some are bloody idiots. But, you know, if my daughter behaved like... I know she wouldn't behave like that. I know she wouldn't. Because they've been brought up properly. And half the things these kids do are doing it when the parents are not about. Because they wouldn't do it if the parents were there. I just wanted a little bit of something gathered there, like that. In the middle. And then to that, I think I'm going to add a nice big bead. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm old school. And I can't stand, I detest people who, kids who just don't know how to behave. They think we owe them something today. You know, they think that that's it. They can do what they want, when they want, where they want, how they want. And I'm sorry, you can't. You can't do that. So, sorry if I'm upset anybody, but hey ho. My opinion, I'm entitled to it. Right, let's just get this under here. If I saw my grandchildren doing it, I would go apeshit. I really would. And they'd be in deep trouble with me, for sure. Well, look, we've just made a bloody flower now. I didn't intend to do that. But, you know, don't be putting nasty comments up or anything like that. I'm entitled to my opinion. I do not agree with how the kids are today. I've worked in a school, I've taught, and I just don't agree with it. They are disrespectful children who've been able to get away with way too much. Way too much. Only because of this political correctness stuff. And no, it's not going to last too long. They need to start bringing it. I mean, look at the kids in school. They're actually trashing schools. Teachers are resigning. They're trashing classrooms, or they're not working. They're not doing anything. And you, in America, you've got a bigger problem as we have. And I'll just set that off. You know, it's happening. You can't get away from it. There's no denying it. Go look it up. It is. Listen to the teachers why they're resigning, why they won't work with kids. They've got no respect for the for the teachers. You know, they're throwing pencils at teachers. They're tripping them up. They're throwing books at them. If somebody threw a book at me, I'd knock shit out of them. Sorry. Nobody abuses me if I don't abuse them. Nobody. And I said it's like when that woman spit at that police officer. What he should have done was spit back at her. And seeing where it went from there, and everything she did to him done back to her. I'm sorry, because you are not going to learn anybody anything and any manners. We're just letting them have freedom like they've got. They can have freedom, they can have what they want, but don't abuse people or places. There we go. Turn it the right way around. Oops, nearly did it then. There we go. There, nice little pin. And then what I'm going to do, just because I can, so I'm just going to take a piece about that big. About that big. See, just take that. And then we thread that through, because I didn't open it first, of course. There we go. We'll chop that bit off. Like that. And that's going to hold that pin on perfectly. Okie dokie, smokies. Well, I hope that's helped you. Like I say, you can do lots of different things to play with. Where have I've lost my blooming things now. Yeah, beaded thing goes there. Like, oh, my scissors. Throw my scissors in me wrong. Here we are. So we've done all of those, and I hope you like them. Let me just make sure you can see. Yes, you can. Hope you like that. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.